Welcome to the Eye on Annapolis Local Business Spotlight. There are thousands of locally owned businesses in the area, some small and some large. Some you may know and others you don't. But one thing they all have in common is a great story, and we want to share it with you. Join us every Saturday as we talk to the founders, the owners, and the managers of local businesses you have come to know and love, and those you will come to know and love. Now here's your host, John Frenay, with this week's Local Business Spotlight.
Well, I'm kind of bummed because we're here outside of Black Market Bakers on a Tuesday afternoon, and they're closed.
I know. I was so looking forward to some awesome coffee and pastries.
Oh, I know.
They're so yummy.
Well, we're here with Rachael Shipp, who, as I rolled up here, realized that this is a familiar place for her because you used to operate a bakery here called Honey Hive.
Yeah.
Cakes by Rachael, I think.
This is, where my roots of entrepreneurship started. Cakes by Rachael, Honey Hive. I spent lots of hours here.
I am sure. Well, as anybody that owns their own business will tell you that, it's a 24/7 type of a proposition there. You have a company now with your husband called Timeless Builds, and you are a home builder based out of Southern Anne Arundel County, right?
Yeah, we build custom homes and do remodels.
How do we go from batter mixers to cement mixers? I don't even know whether you do cement mixers or something like that, but how did that jump happen?
Maybe because I loved making gingerbread houses. I don't know. My husband is into construction, and we started flipping homes for fun. We would find properties and remodel, and I had so much fun using my creative art in there. And then we just started doing custom homes because we found a couple who loved our home so much they wanted to buy it, but we weren't willing to sell. So we decided to build them their own custom home.
Wow. So it's somewhat accidental.
Yeah, it was definitely accidental.
That's wild. That's wild. Now, okay, so new construction, renovations. Where's your specialty?
We really like doing custom homes. That's our favorite, to find a family or a couple and just build them their dream home. That's exactly what they want and within their budget as well.
So what services do you do? If I want to build my dream home, we're sitting here outside of Black Market Bakers. What can you do for me? Obviously, you can build the home, but can you find the land? Can you do?
Yeah, so we can help you find the land. We actually have multiple properties right now in Southern Anne Arundel County that we're looking for families to build homes for. And so we have land that we can work with you if you want to be like a deal where it's really quaint and there's super cute neighborhoods and great schools. And we also have Lothian properties if you want to have a farm or just a lot of land. Okay,
so you can pretty much do the whole thing.
Yeah.
I've never built a home from scratch. So, how does that work as far as financing goes? I know when I buy a house, I go and I get a mortgage and the bank signed all the papers and everything else like that. How does that work when you build a home?
So we work with the banks, and that's how it usually works.
Pretty much the bank just releases money to you as it goes along. So
yeah.
You're making sure you're getting paid.
Yep.
And then once it's all done, it converts into a mortgage?
Yeah.
I guess for the homeowner?
Yes.
That's really neat. And where do you serve? Anne Arundel County, or do you go to West Virginia?
So we are primarily, our custom homes, we try to stick to Southern Anne Arundel County because we live down there, and that way we can visit the job site multiple times a day or be always around it to see it as it is progressing.
What is your sweet spot as far as the homes? Custom homes can be little tiny homes, or they can be these mega mansions that we see.
I love farm homes. I love modern farmhouses. So something that it can be small or big, but I love just fitting someone's budget and making it really custom to their needs and their wants in that family, whether they have lots of kids or elderly parents they're caring for. So just a custom home. Of course, I like making them big, beautiful, fun homes, but doing a cottage would be just as fun.
Well, you mentioned that you said that you like the farm home and stuff like that. But as a very small company, as a custom home builder, does your opinions and your tastes play into that at all?
So I try to let the customer have full reign. So we'll work with them and looking at their inspiration pictures, and then I go from there of leading them where we can get the products that will match their inspiration.
Okay. And are you a soup to nuts kind of a company? When we contract with Timeless Builds to build a house, we've got the financing and everything I'm moving in and the appliances are there.
Oh, yeah. We want to make sure everything is working and good to go. And Our clients are like family after we finish because I'm on the phone with them and talking with them, and we're working with them nonstop. So they know where we live, and we want to build them a quality house. So we're friends after.
So, but everything is there. I mean, you're just ready to open the door and bring in the movers.
Bring in the movers, walk in, have your fridge ready, relax the first day.
Well, I was looking at your Facebook page, and again, you can search Timeless Builds on Facebook, and you've got some pretty awesome looking work that's on there.
Thank you.
Hey, how many homes have you guys done?
We've done 5 homes so far.
Okay. And renovations besides your own?
Probably about 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are the employees, do you subcontract out?
So we subcontract out, and then we also have, we'll be hiring our first designer to help me. Taylor, who we actually just built her house, and she was phenomenal, and we're going to bring her on so she can help me as we get more homes and grow.
And your husband cracks the whip on the job site?
He's the manager. We have people helping us manage too. We had another great manager to help us, but we have all of our favorite contractors that we work with all the time. So we love and trust them. We love the operated companies. Those are our favorite to work with.
Okay, so you basically know who you're working
with,
and you've got that level of trust in them.
Yeah.
I've got to think that when building a home, that trust has to be a huge issue, sort of all the way around. I mean, I need to trust that you're going to build me the home that I want.
Yeah.
And I've got to trust you to be able to establish that trust with the plumbers and the electricians and the framers and the HVAC guys and everything else like that. So, I mean, trust has to be absolutely critical, I would think, going through with something like this.
Yeah, there's definitely some shady contractors out there that will take your money and disappear, which is horrible. It's happened to my parents. But everyone we work with, they know where we live, and that's all I can say. We want to do a good job and build them a quality home that they can have memories and love.
What are the trends right now?
So the trends right now, I think, are moving away from grays, going more into taupes and browns and natural tones. I think green is really becoming a trend color as well. And wallpaper is coming back.
Oh, wow.
So some very bold designs are coming back, but I don't know if I would ever want that in my home. And I always relate to my client, if you're going to go bold, if this is your forever home, I don't know if you're going to get tired of something that is a disco ball or something as a light.
Funny you've talked about that. I know back when I moved down here from Pennsylvania, we had a very bold laundry room that was Pepto-Bismol pink is about the best thing I can think of, with sort of a sponge painting thing. And it was a laundry room / office. So it was, and I remember we just got no offers on the house. And the real estate broker calls and says, I really think it's the laundry room that your wife painted. And I'm like, we're trying to sell the house, paint it. Go to Home Depot and buy a couple gallons of paint it white, whatever you need to do. So I understand, but that's interesting that the bold and wallpaper is coming back.
Yeah, it is I think it's fun. And as long as you're willing to change it, maybe 5-10 years down the road when it, is out of trend, it's super fun to do the trends. And it's fun to also be safe and do things that are timeless and not going to go out of style.
What types of, you've built several homes. What types of properties are we looking at? Are we looking at small little lots? I know you mentioned deal, which would typically be probably a small little lot if you're down in the heart of it, versus
we have a lot in deal, and it's a little over an acre, and we're going to start clearing it, and we're looking at building, we're looking for a family to build a home there. However big they want. We have multiple plans already, but anywhere from 2,000 to probably 4,000. I have to look at what we're allowed to build on there. And then we also have some lots in Lothian that range from 5 acres to 11. And these ones, you can build a big house or a little house if you want to have a farm. It's pretty customizable. So
could you build a little barn for me?
Yeah. We would probably subcontract, the Amish make the best.
And then they do it in a heartbeat.
Yeah, they get them up quick.
Well, you said you have lots. Do you actually purchase the lots and look to sell them?
Yeah.
To do that?
Yep.
Can somebody that has a lot of their own come to, obviously, I'm assuming if I own the lot, I can come to you.
Yeah, absolutely. We can build on someone else's lot too.
What if I don't like any of the lots that you have?
Then we can help you find one Or if your realtor finds one for you, then we can build the house on the lot that you find.
Okay. And permits and all that kind of stuff, that's all.
We handle the permits.
It's so funny when you said that, a small little cottage with like not a cottage, but 2,000 square feet or larger, stuff like that. I was just reading that the new apartments across from the town center in Annapolis, they're crazy expensive. They're starting like a studio is $2,300.
Wow.
And it's 495 square feet.
Holy moly. I mean, I guess it's all location. You don't have to do anything.
To a degree, I saw one on Inner West Street in Annapolis one time. They said perfect starter homes. It was one bedrooms that were like 690 feet. Wow, that's a very small place. Yeah. And they were starting at like 700 and some odd thousand. I'm like, what starter home is at 700 and some odd thousand?
That's a very high starter home. I agree.
I was like, okay. Who are the people that are coming to you? I mean, you said your first couple is now possibly going to be an employee of yours.
So we found them. Our very first custom home we built was a couple that we had met. They had come into our home that we were trying to rent because we were moving out. And they loved that home so much. And we had a lot that was available. We said, we aren't selling this house, but we can build you your own home here that is also really cute. And that's how we started with that home. And then we also built another home in Harwood that is on actually Harwood Road. And we sold it. And then we met the couple and we loved them and we remodeled their basement.
Sounds to me like you've got to have that love relationship with the people to build. I mean, I imagine, because I'm working constantly with you. And I'm probably coming back going, I don't like the way that looks and let's change this up.
Yeah.
And which I imagine drives you guys crazy and makes you pull your hair out and everything else. But I mean, if you want to build that relationship, though, you need to be able to make those changes. And not to say that without cost.
And we understand because if it's someone's home and they're living there for potentially forever, 20 years, it is really hard. It's emotional when you're picking something that someone might think is silly, like a faucet. But like for you, you're going to be using that faucet multiple times a day. And I understand that feeling of emotions of, is this going to be good in 10 years down the road? So it's been great to work with our clients and just help them like through the journey of finding your forever home.
It's got to be really rewarding for you on, I don't know whether they're considered closing days or whatever it may be.
Oh, it's so fun. We're like, so
it's like,
happy.
Look, hey, here it is. We're taking the 2x4 that we use to nail the door shut during construction to real keys.
Yeah, it's super fun when they move in and you're all done. But oftentimes there's still like little tiny things we got to go back and fix up, especially after movers come in. They, might, stuff up the walls or something. But yeah, there's always a little punch list. But once everything is done, it is wonderful. We're so happy.
That's correct. That's amazing. Rachel, what is the best way to get in touch with you? I know I mentioned we saw your Facebook page, and you can go up to Facebook and go to look for Timeless Builds. What's the best way to get in touch with you guys right now?
You can send us an email, timelessbuilds1@gmail.com, or you can just give me a call. My number's on our Facebook and Instagram as well.
Okay. And that's timelessbuilds1@gmail.com. Yep. And you're on Instagram as well.
Yep.
And I do recommend everybody go take a look at that, because some of the work that you guys have done is pretty impressive. Now, where did your husband get his background? I mean, has he been in construction?
He has been in construction very long time. He is actually owns Bailey, and he's a partner of Bailey and Shipp Electric.
So you guys have a decent electrical sub.
Yeah. So yes. Oh yeah. The lighting's always top notch for sure. It has to be good because that's his thing. And then we do this for additional. So this was like our kind of baby together, and then now we are branching out.
Smart houses. Everything we talk about, all the wiring, obviously you've got to have, pre-wired for wireless and everything else. Do we really need to have our toasters connected to the internet today?
I mean, some people like that if you're connected to your phone that much, but I personally don't need everything to be smart. But I think having the security systems are awesome on your phone, and having the AC connected to your phone. You can even have your oven programmed so you can turn your oven on before you get home. I don't do that because I'm worried about fire, but some people do it.
Sure. The paranoia sits in.
Yeah.
Did I unplug the coffee maker? Are you finding that the people that are building the homes, though, are they opting for the more tech-heavy homes anymore now?
I think having just really good infrastructure to have good Wi-Fi is really important, and having cameras. A lot of people really want cameras on the exterior of their home is also a very popular item.
Well, you're talking about infrastructure to have good Wi-Fi. What can you do for that? I mean, as a builder, is there something that you can do? Because I know it's interesting with on Ion Annapolis, when I look at how people connect and where they connect, that South County connects more with DSL, which is like so outdated, than the high-speed stuff and fiber and stuff like that. And I can see that. And my thought was that these are the people that are in the areas, and they do it on phones. So I'm figuring there are a number of farmers down there that are doing that, or maybe the watermen that are connecting through the phones that are going through DSL networks as opposed to the hi-fi. But I mean, if you don't have solid service in the area, and I know sometimes I go down in South County and it's like, you go around the corner, it's like, okay, wait. Okay, here we got it again. Yeah. I mean, is there a way that a builder can compensate for that?
That is all my husband's thing. He does all the wiring and all of the electronic stuff, but I know that he makes sure that the houses have the correct wiring so that they can have really good Wi-Fi. Like one of the houses we built, the husband's office was up, both houses, the offices were up high, kind of far away, and we made sure to run wires so that they could have a router
and have
there.
Hardwired that need be.
Exactly.
And everything else. So I know that I know the cable companies and all, they sell the boosters and stuff like that to be able to make sure that the signal gets everywhere as well. So you guys...
boosters are good.
You guys are pretty much all set then with, when we go to work with Timeless Builds. You've got, soup to nuts and the countertops and... Yeah,
that's the fun stuff. That's the stuff that...
Is that where you really shine, is when you sit down with I'll say a couple or a person or, people, the family, to sit there and say, okay, so... what color floors do you want?
Yeah, that's what I like. I definitely love and my husband and when we have a manager, like they make sure that the workmen get everything done and they're looking for any like errors and getting them fixed. But yeah, I definitely love the interior design and exterior, the color of the house, the color of the floors, the, fixtures, the countertop. That's all my...
Any horror stories yet?
Nothing yet. Knock on wood. No, nothing too horrible. So far, so good.
Any amazing success stories?
Amazing success stories?
I mean, it's really got to be when you hand over the keys, and that's to a forever home.
Yeah, when you give someone the keys and let them make it, it's really fun to go in. Like, so you build the house, and it's beautiful, and you go in and you see how they decorated. It's even cooler to see, like, how they made their furniture and what they put on the walls, and to, like, see it really done is even more awesome.
Congratulations for you guys for finding this little niche and, down here in South County. And I don't want to say exploiting it because that sounds bad, but I mean, exploding it and being able to do it. I mean, you've got the great connection between an electric company that your husband's a partner with and what you've got now. It seems like a very natural progression. I love that you are a small, locally owned company. You mentioned earlier that all of your customers know where you live. A blessing and a curse.
It's come and get some coffee or hang out, find me.
What do you see the future for Timeless Builds? I mean, you're not huge right now.
Yeah, we're really small, and we just building more custom homes is what we really like. I love doing the luxury custom homes, but again, I also love doing adorable, smaller homes.
Do you see yourself expanding beyond Southern Anne Arundel County?
Potentially, yeah. If we had more help, we would.
It's in the works if it presents itself. Exactly. Rachael Shipp, I want to thank you so much for your time today. I will not hold it against you that Black Market Bakers was closed because my waistline certainly doesn't need it. But congratulations on this business. And again, for anybody that's interested in checking out the great work that they do, Timeless Builds on Facebook or Instagram, or timelessbuilds1@gmail.com. I will make sure that we get the phone number into the show notes as well so people can figure out how to do it. But thank you so much.
Thanks for listening to this week's Local Business Spotlight. Please make sure to visit eyeonannapolis.net for all your local news, events, and opinion. And in case you haven't already, please subscribe to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief, where we bring you all the day's local news direct to your phone, tablet, or computer in about 10 minutes. It comes to you at 6 a.m. every Monday through Friday, and you can subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.